Okay, mate. So near, yeah, metaverse coin, interesting. Drop 90%. You can build your own metaverse. Drop 90% from the original. Am I on the right coin? Yeah, it looks like I'm on the right coin. You're saying drop 90%. You're talking about this wick here. It's not dropped. I like the way that it's holding up, to be honest. Like, it's holding up decent relative strength here. I don't see where it dropped 90%. I think you're talking about this wick. I wouldn't count that wick personally. Let me just I want to see the 4-hour chart. Right, so we see we have a 4-hour chart here. The only real action here on the 4-hour chart is there. Like, let's go to an hourly chart to see if there's anything above the on the 1-hour chart. Well, there was actually. So you can see that there was actually real trading here on the 2nd hour of trading. This 1st hour of trading is a listing launch, so it's a spike, and I don't class that as real. If I put on a VPVR, there is zero trading volume above. See above this 1 hour thing? There's no volume up here. There's no volume. So yeah, so I wouldn't class all of this. Let me just turn this off again. Well, we can see where the VPVR is actually right there. Sorry, where the point of control is. Let's look at it very quickly. Yeah, okay, interesting. So it's right down here in that bottom base. I just want to take this off because it clutters the chart. So it dropped, if we look here, it did drop 74% roughly from the lows, from the highs to the lows. I'm pretty impressed with the actual strength of this, to be honest. That is interesting. This is a 1-hour chart. I need to change this, but yeah, 180%. It's not bad. You know, in this bad market, it's definitely not bad at all. But you can see clearly what happened. You know, the resistance point. We looked there where there was real trading volume, and it got into that top area. I think there was more up here, but the actual volume was up here, I think, in that spike. But you know, you can see here clear as day where it came back up into and kind of rejecting. Do I think you'll be able to get it lower? I would have to say so. Yeah. You know, we got this breakup. Like the strength on it, but you get this double top into the main area. You're getting rejection. There's also a bearish 5-day candle here with a bearish stop hunt and a bearish engulfing candle, implying we can go lower. There's also, if you look at it here as well, there's also a kind of a neckline, wherever you want to draw it on the wicks or the bodies. But it looks like at some point this probably should break down. Let's just keep looking here. So you can see that sort of neckline right here. Don't get me wrong, it's interesting. There is the possibility, if it can hold up, this can actually form a bullish pattern here. Sorry, I drew that wrong. I didn't mean to draw that bottom spike on it. That way, this can actually turn into a bullish ascending triangle if somehow it consolidates long enough in this period. So it is interesting, but the necklines here, they do like to break down, right? Often they do like to break down, but they can hold. If it holds for a prolonged period of time, well, maybe then you could actually look into buying this. At this point, the chart is suggesting that this can break down, but sometimes, you know, you form that bullish pattern. If it's unable to break down, that's a sign of strength. Okay, so it's definitely something to keep an eye on. There's a bearish engulfing 2-week candle here, implying that in theory this should break down more. But then that's a red candle. I don't know where my colors have gone. Yeah, pretend that's a red candle. It's a bearish engulfing 2-week candle with 2 days left. So it is implying that it should drop more. But as we talked about, somehow if this can kind of bark back up and consolidate, it might actually form a bullish pattern, a bullish pennant. You know, you can kind of visualize it there clear as day. Something like that. But for now, I wouldn't be buying this here. I would let it develop, and hopefully, obviously, it drops lower. The 9 week. 9 week was good. Monthly, bearish. Bearish for a couple of reasons. There's a bearish monthly stop point here, and it's rejected and dropped back down with 10 days left. There's also a lot of liquidity, kind of down in this wick that price may want to come back down and fill. So definitely an interesting project going forward. Metaverse will have its day in the sun. I think every company on the planet almost has went away and started to build some sort of metaverse platform, or trying to get connected to the metaverse, or VR or whatever. PlayStation 5 VR is coming out soon, which will help links into the metaverse. The Facebook Meta stuff, of course, all of the other companies. I've personally been approached to working with some metaverse companies. So there is a hype train going, but obviously they're building right now for the bear market. So there's going to be a big push for metaverse at some point. I'm not sure about the market cap on this. It's definitely worth checking out. Actually, I'm just looking at it here on my other screen. Market cap is 7.8 million, but it's a 40 million diluted market cap. Okay, so fully diluted would be 40 million. But it's 7 million at the moment, because there's more than two thirds of the circulating supply on the market at the moment. So it does have a chance of getting diluted at some point. But nonetheless, very interesting. I would wait to get lower, yes.